Good evening, all. This is a little help on how to find your way into and around the work term document course. So right now you're probably in winter 2025. Scroll back in your list until you find fall 2024. See this course, it says St. John Pipe Trays, keeping in the loop. In this course, there's an introductory page, a note, which says things you should know. Get your paperwork in as soon as you can. Get your paperwork in as soon as you can. We're not chasing you. You need to be able to graduate. This course is a requirement. There's a checklist here. What you need to do. I'll show you that at the end. There's 2 drop boxes, whether you're in plumbing or pipe fitting. Come back to this in the end. Just as an up here. Okay, choose the appropriate drop box for your program. The content has all the important information. Table of contents. Let's go to the plumbing one. Looks exactly the same as the pipe fitting one, except the documents are different. First thing you need to do before the work term. Download the practicum booklet. Fill in pages 1 and pages 9. What that means is download it. Put your name in here. Go to page 9. Page 9 is this one. It is a confidentiality agreement that goes to the employer. Put your name. Put the date, sign it. Your. Then save this PDF. Keep it in your files. Use it to send to the employer when you find one. Also, before the work term starts, you need to download this document, which is a confidentiality agreement that you're going to sign for NBCC, not for the employer. Fill in the program. Put your name, number, date. Download that. Upload it into the documents for your program. That's before the work term. When you get the work term, you're going to send that downloaded, saved 12-page document to the employer. The employer is going to send back to you or to me the form in that booklet that said they will take you on as a student. Now, if they don't want to send the entire booklet, it's in here just to keep it easy, but if they don't want to, it's the page here after. It's page number 10. Okay, host name, student name, the host contact number. They sign it. Send that back. They can also, you could also download that single document here if you wanted to, just that single page, and email that to them. If they don't seem very techy, you could do that too. Either or. That's got to come back. Upload it to the Dropbox, or they can send it to me directly if they feel more comfortable with that. But really it should come to you, and really it should go into the Dropbox. You need to fill out this form, and don't ask your employer to do it. It's your job to figure out the information. Your name, your student number, research the employer's name, their address, get their contact numbers and email, find out who your supervisor is going to be, where you're going to be on the 5th, and who you're required, what time you're supposed to be there. Upload that into the Dropbox. At the end of the work term, or near the end, you're going to do a student self-evaluation. Brian and I are working on that right now, and that'll be ready well before you go out in your work term. That's going to be a Microsoft form, so you won't have to upload anything. Just fill it in and bam, it's gone. Your employer, they have in that practicum booklet at the back, the last 2 pages, host employee returns to NBCC, your name, and all of the information about you. They can sign it and send it to me, or they can give it to you, and you can upload to your Dropbox. That's fine too. There's a checklist. You want to say, am I doing everything right? There's a link to the checklist here. There's also a link to the checklist here. Looks like this. And you can actually check it off like a checklist, okay? Before the work term, download your booklet. Put your information in pages 1 and 9, save it. Download and do your confidentiality agreement. Put it in Dropbox. When you do it, check it off. Right? Send the practicum booklet to your host employer. Get them to sign that agreement. If they're going to take you on, send it back. Put it in Dropbox or send it to me. Upload the information about your employer. Do not ask them to fill it in. Do it yourself. Check it. At the end, complete your own self-evaluation. It will be available before you finish this semester, and get the employer to complete their evaluation of you. That's in the checklist. Okay, in the content, underneath those instructions, you will find the Dropbox, which you should know where to find that up above anyway. There's the link to the checklist, and there's separate documents if you don't want to do that entire booklet. Broken into pieces, everything is there. The same thing applies on the left, the steam fitting. There's your instructions with your documents, all the same thing. Your documents go in your folder, and your work term checklist and your documents. And one last time, on the front page, you've got your little reminder. Whoops, go back in here. And, okay, don't forget, get your work in as soon as, get your paperwork in early. One thing you may not be aware of, okay, every employer has to sign a legal document between them and the Dean of Trades. You're not responsible for this. I need to look it up, and Brian needs to look it up. Make sure that this legal document already exists on file. The sooner you get that information about who your host is going to be in, we can look it up and confirm that there's a student placement agreement already in place. If there isn't one in place, we contact the employer and set that up. This is different than then signing that one piece of paper saying, yeah, we'll take you on. This is an agreement that states between the college and the employer all the things you're supposed to do, all the things we're supposed to do. So please, the sooner you know the information, where you're going to go, let us know. We can look that up. If you have any questions, you can contact Brian or myself, of course. This course is called St. John Pipe Trades, Keeping in the Loop. Later you will see an actual practicum course coming up in your spring list of courses, but that's not where you do any of your documentation. Eventually you'll have a spring 2025 here. For your work term, everything needs to go in this St. John Keeping in the Loop, which is in the fall 2024 term. Thank you. If you have questions, let us know.